Hi, welcome back to JNP Project YouTube channel and podcast. I'm the host, Miki Miura. I'm a family nurse practitioner in the USA. In this channel, we're gonna go over everything about how to become a nurse practitioner in the United States, especially as an international nurse, how to build amazing nurse practitioner career and get the freedom of choice in your lifestyle, how to have a good work and life balance so you can fully enjoy your life. Before we're gonna get into today's topic, which is why I came to United States and why I'm glad that I did so, I want to introduce our new program, which is International Nurse to Nurse Practitioner USA Bootcamp. As you can see from the word bootcamp, this is going to be a very intense preparation course for international nurses before entering a nurse practitioner program in the United States. Once you enter a nurse practitioner program in the United States, it doesn't matter whether you are from other country, you grew up in different country. You can't use excuse like, oh, English is not my first language, or you're not familiar with the U.S. healthcare system, or you're not familiar with the American nursing. You are expected to be the same as American classmates. So it's really important to get prepare you to as the same level as American classmates before you enter nurse practitioner program. So this program is focusing on the pains and struggles that international nurses will experience based on my personal experience because I was an international student before. This is going to be 6-month program, and you're going to have a lifetime access to the online courses. So even if you sign up this year, you're going to have the access next year, 2 years later, 3 years later, and you can go back to the lessons that you really wanted to review again. So in a way, it's better to sign up sooner than better because you have a longer access. It will come with the workbook. Also, everything's going to be in English. So it's going to be a great opportunity for you to practice English. And it's the fastest way to learn English if you learn something that you really want to learn instead of just studying English itself. Also, you're going to have a 6-monthly live meeting with me and the classmates. So you get to actually, use English to voice your concerns, questions, and share your opinions. And then you have access to exclusive Facebook group. So you can connect with your classmates and graduates. Right now, we're doing pre-registration sale, and you can get $200 off. That is pretty big deal. $200 off if you register before June 15th. So make sure to register and take this opportunity. And the final registration ends on June 30th. The seating is limited, so make sure to sign up. If you are thinking about it, make sure to sign up as soon as possible. Especially now you can get $200 off. What are you going to learn during this program? There are many things you're going to learn. But like I said, this is going to focus on the things that you should know before entering a nurse practitioner program. So you're going to learn how to be a successful healthcare professional or successful person in the United States. And how to master English efficiently. How to choose and get accepted by a nurse practitioner program that fits your personal goals. And then basics of American nursing, like code of ethics, how to document medical documents, and relationship and how to communicate with other healthcare professionals. Those are very different from other countries, including Japan. And then also you're going to learn basics of American healthcare system. Like you get to learn the different types of insurance, and then also medical home and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that you should learn. And if you learn these things before entering a nurse practitioner program, you are set up for success. But if you don't learn those things, it's going to be pretty rough, and this is coming from my personal experience, and I really hope that you're going to be successful And this boot camp is for you if you're an international nurse and planning to enter a nurse practitioner program. Again, the seating is limited, so make sure to get your seat. The next cohort won't be open until next year, 2024. So if you're thinking about it, you should get a seat. Anyway, alrighty, so let's get into today's topic. Let's dive in. Okay, so in this episode, I'm going to go over why I came to America and why I'm glad that I did so. There are 5 reasons I'm going to share today. And one of the reasons is because studying is really fun in America. The first reason I decided to, I start to consider coming to America to study was because my late father was an architect. He graduated from a graduate program in the United States. And he told me that studying was really fun in America. I love Japan. As some of you may know, I was born and raised in Japan. I, graduated from nursing school there and became a nurse. Moved to America to become a nurse practitioner when I was 25 years old. But, I grew up in Japan. And, I love Japan, Japanese culture, Japanese food. People are so polite. I love visiting there. And in fact, I'm going to go there in a few months to give a lecture at a university. But I think one thing was that studying style there didn't really match me. And I think that I couldn't maximize my potential there, but I could maximize potential here in the United States better. Because in Japan, or in many Asian countries, teachers are considered high and students are kind of considered low. So when students ask questions or share opinions, that might be considered as rude because, they might see that the students are talking back to the teacher. But in America, you are supposed to ask questions and share opinions in the classroom. That's considered that you are engaging in the classroom. You're showing that you're interested in the topic, and you are expected to do so. Matter of fact, if you're just sitting in the back of the classroom, you might be seriously listening. But then, if you don't ask questions, if you don't say anything, you probably get lower grade because you are considered you're not participating in the classroom. So I would recommend to look at the grading rubric once you get into nurse practitioner program or, bachelor program. And most likely, very often include participation. So that means that you're engaging in a conversation, discussion, ask questions, share your opinions. In America, that's what your students are expected to do. So for me, who's always kind of curious, like, what about this? What about that? Now I'm just curious. I want to learn more. And in Japan, I felt like maybe I asked one question, but I shouldn't ask any more questions. Although nobody's asking questions, it's silence. Teachers asking, who have any questions. And I do have one more question, but I feel like maybe I shouldn't because I feel like I don't want to be rude. And stuff like that. But in America, I can just be, I can learn so much because I can ask questions. Other people are also asking questions too. So it was more fun for me. I feel like I learned way more by engaging in those conversations. And also, the relationship between students and the teachers are much closer in America. I entered a bachelor program before I entered a nurse practitioner program because I wanted to learn American nursing and improve my medical English, which you can get to do that during the boot camp because it really helped me to prepare for a nurse practitioner program and succeed in the program. But anyway, so when I was in the bachelor program in the United States, I did some clinical at a hospital here in Hawaii. And my preceptors gave me their cell phone numbers. And they said, call me anytime if you have any questions, if you're struggling. And I can also meet up with you outside the classroom if you need some help. And I couldn't believe it that, that I actually get to ask more extra help, because I felt like, is it a cheating? But the good thing about America is if you, they focus on how to help you to get to where you're supposed to be, where you want to be, instead of just grading you on the exam scores. And I think that's how it should be. The education should be there to help you to where you want to be or where you need to be when you graduate, not just judging you by score, on the exams and stuff like that. But in matter of fact, I actually met up with I asked one preceptor to meet up at a cafe, because she offered me, and I was like, of course, that would be awesome. And then, she helped me to with, she gave me advice and stuff like that. That was very helpful. So I think I learned so much, and studying was much more fun in the United States, at least for me. The second reason is your performance will be evaluated relatively. So your productivity is, considered. If you're highly productive, you're assessed as, you evaluate as highly. For example, in Japan, if you have you and your coworkers have 10 tasks to do each, and then you work hard, you do things efficiently, and you finish work earlier, and then your boss may say, oh, you finished already, why don't you do 5 extra jobs until 5 p.m. Or they may say, oh, why don't you help your coworkers to finish their 10 tasks. And you might start to feeling like, well, why don't I just slow down and not do things efficiently? Because otherwise, if I finish early, I'm going to get extra jobs, but I don't get paid extra. So why do I have to work hard? It's kind of discouraging. But in America, it's more individualistic. So if you finish work early, you do, you work hard, you finish work efficiently, you can get to go home earlier. You can relax for the rest of the time. So, I think it was more encouraging for me to maximize my potential, my skills and knowledge. And being efficient is rewarding in this country, but maybe not in the other country. Third reason I'm so glad that I came to America is because I can be who I want to be. Like I have, as you can see, if you're watching YouTube video, you can see that I have high, my hair tone is pretty light. I go surf 3-4 times a week with this, sunlight damage, but I also, color my hair. I don't do it myself, but my hairstylist do. But so, and I can dress how I want to dress. Of course, I have to be professional when I work, but it's not as strict as Japan. In Japan, I don't think this hair color is accepted. You have to, you might have to have certain hairstyle and stuff like that. Of course, you have to be clean, especially in a healthcare setting and stuff like that. But I feel like as long as I'm not hurting other people, I'm not being offensive to other people, I should be able to do who I want to be. I should be able to dress how I want to dress, to express myself. And that's possible in America, and I love that about America. Fourth reason is anything is possible in this country. American dreams do exist. And I feel like I am the living proof, and I'm living the American dream. I always wanted to become a nurse practitioner in America, but I never imagined that I would be chosen as a valedictorian for the graduate department when I graduate from master's program. I also didn't imagine that I would be only nurse practitioner who was chosen as an outstanding provider at a largest community health center in Hawaii. I never thought that I would be one of the APRN policy committee in Hawaii and take a part of changing state laws regarding APRN practice. And I also didn't even dream of starting a business, even in Japan, but let alone in the United States. I never imagined that, but look at me now, I'm doing that right now. This is all because everybody gets a chance in America. Of course, as a foreign-born person, as an international person, you have to work harder. We have to work way harder to show that we're worth to being in this country. So the stakes are high, but we're giving a chance. And it's whether you take the chance and make it come true or not, it's up to you. And I love that we have a chance. So that's another reason. And the final reason is the culture of work hard and play hard. In Japan, I felt like having too much fun. I felt guilty of having too much fun. Like I shouldn't go on vacation too often, or because my coworker may think that, oh, she's on vacation again, she's absent from work, but I realized in America, and I think in Japan and America too, but I think in Japan we have a culture of beauty of sacrificing ourselves for work is considered beautiful, but I when I came to America, I realized that people who are excellent at work, but also they play hard. They do have a good work performance. They are excellent at school, but they also play hard. They go to gym. They have, they go on vacation often. So they enjoy their lives. And I love that culture. I don't want to just work and, and kind of be resentful about not having, enjoying my life. I want to work hard and play hard because, I go surf 3-4 times a week, and oftentimes after work. But when I work, I'm productive. I finish work. I try to do my best. I work very, very hard to be efficient. And I go home on, I finish on time and I go surf after work, see sunset, being in the ocean and relax. I feel like, I had such a good day and I can't wait to go back to work next day and see my patients. I feel like if I just work hard every day, hard, and I do work hard every day, but, just work and don't do anything for yourself, you might not feel like super happy to go back to work because you're so exhausted and you don't have energy. And we can't complain because we are the one who chose to become a nurse practitioner. Nobody asked you to do so. You decide to do so. Even if somebody asks you to do so, you have the final decision. So you can't blame on others for us to having an unhappy life. We have responsibility to make ourselves happy. So I think I love the culture of work hard and play hard, and I try to do my best to make that happen. And I have so many amazing role models for doing that here. And those are my 5 reasons. I love, I'm so glad that I moved to America. Please share your comments below if you're watching YouTube. If you listen to podcasts, please leave a review of my channel. That would be very appreciated. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. You have a great day. Aloha.